Yo, what is going on today, Terra Knights? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a look at the Lance, and it is looking as clean as ever. The Lance actually had one of the cooler weapon trailers for not showing a whole ton. You're gonna see what I'm talking about when we get into it in a second here. But if you haven't watched any of my weapon trailer videos, first we're gonna get into my reaction to the weapon trailer, and then I'm gonna go into an overview of what we actually saw in the trailer, and then we're gonna go on to my overall thoughts and opinions on the Lance in Monster Hunter Wilds and even in Monster Hunter World. Roll the clip. Come on, guys, we gotta come up with a quick witty comment to leave this time on the YouTube video. Why does Monster Hunter always do this to me? Come on. Oh, Lance is here. Dual Blades is last. Let's get it. Oh, shit. Oh, yo, what is that? It looks like Joe, but no, it's not. Oh, what was that? Nice defense. Nice block. Yep, top class defense. It's true. Yep, okay. Yep. Oh, the final stab looked cooler. Oh my God, were they strafing a little bit? Oh no, no way, the triple shot. Oh, the counter shield bash. Nice. Oh, the jump with the counter guard and the riposte. Oh, dude, the shortcuts into dash are looking awesome. The uppercut. Oh no. No, what was that? Okay, all right, Lance. God, you just can't beat Lance, dog. Boom, the uppercut though. Let's give ourselves a like, guys. Come on, we gotta try to get this. So first things first, this armor set is super awesome. It seems to have some kind of spiral pattern, and along with what looks like rock or maybe like a type of metal, like ingot, that goes in a pattern. So my initial theory on this is we are going to have some kind of metal rolling type monster similar to Uragaan or Radobon, but maybe it's like some kind of armadillo creature. I don't know. I just feel like it's some kind of armadillo. I don't know, guys. I'm calling it now. Okay? If this comes true in the future, remember this video. Either all of that, you guys, or it is actually just the Balahara armor. Let's be real here. It does look very, very similar to it, but I really want an armadillo, you guys. But, you know, otherwise the trailer starts off with some typical blocking with the Lance, but it actually shows us that we can move with the shield while we're blocking. And then we start off with some normal Lance thrusts, but they're not normal, you guys. It looks like Sword and Shield isn't the only weapon that can strafe now, as the combos with the Lance actually seem to work depending on what direction I bet you're holding the stick, as the Hunter moves to the left and the right in this little snippet of the trailer, as you can see. And oh God, I'm so excited for that, because that means that the Lance just got even more mobile. And I already thought that the Lance is actually kind of a mobile weapon. It just depends on if you know how to use it properly and how to navigate and stuff, which isn't really very easy to do, but I think that this is just going to make it way easier. But then this caps off with a triple thrust finisher, and I'm super excited to see that, because it just really gives it more oomph in the attack combos, I think, and that's going to be super awesome. Next, we get a look at the counter guard and the riposte, but the Hunter launches themselves up into the air with an uppercut Lance thrust, everybody. I am not making this up. That was actually super badass. Next, we see another counter guard attack, but the Hunter actually gets put into a lot of block stun right here. So this is leading to two theories of mine. One, this is some kind of counter attack that's just a prolonged delayed counter attack, and so it doesn't have any flash on the Hunter itself or like any special effect, because the block stun was so long. And then you're able to combo into the running thrust attack to fly through the monster. And of course, the Hunter does the same rigmarole that we've always been able to do, which is do the turnaround slash attack with the Lance. This is actually nothing new, I think, for the most part, but the animations do seem a little tweaked and look a little bit cleaner, I think. And I honestly, it just looks like it has a ton of oomph. But the second theory I actually have is that it's not connected actually whatsoever. Maybe you can just do this without the counter guard whatsoever actually and go straight into that like running stab combo. But of course, like every other single weapon video, we're just gonna have to see how this one unfolds, but really cool choreography. And then next we get a look at the focus mode, which is the uppercut that I left a comment on the video, you guys. Our Hunter seems to do an uppercut with their huge Lance shield. And then they go straight into an advancing guard that actually takes multiple points of damage using the shield, ending with a super strong thrust to hit the weak points. God, that was a cool focus mode attack. So simple, but so clean. Jesus. And then next, it looks like we have another kind of counter guard. It almost looks like the hunter releases it early, but I think that the attack is indeed coming from the lance stab itself. So this also just reminds me of the counter guard that we have in Monster Hunter World. Honestly, I even slowed this clip down at a quarter speed, as you can see, and I'm still just not really sure what's going on here, but super baller attack. But counter attacks are always super baller with the lance, man. So of course I'm happy to see that regardless. And then next we see the ability to jump into the air with the running thrust attack, just like we've had in Monster Hunter World. So super excited to see that return, especially seeing how the lance is kind of like a super heavy weapon, and not a lot of weapons have the ability to launch themselves into the air. And so I kind of like that lance has that. It's not really a weapon that you think would have that, and so I'm excited to see that it still is retaining this. And we don't really know about mounting monsters in this game yet, so we're gonna have to see if this actually does mount damage, if mount damage is back in the game, who knows. And then finally, it looks like just another counter attack, but this looks like the more animation focused version of the counter attack where you can block incoming monster attacks. It might be like one of the new mechanics of the game, very similar to what we saw in the Greatsword trailer. But of course, the lance does the old stabby stabby after the counter guard, leading to the monster flying back. So what did we see in this trailer, ladies and gentlemen? We saw that the lance is back and better than ever. Honestly, I think I just like that they touched up a lot of what the lance already does right. Lance is pretty much one of the bottom played weapons in the Monster Hunter series, and I think it's for bad reason, not for good reason. I think that people misunderstand the lance as being a defensive weapon. Even the Monster Hunter video itself for the lance was actually calling it like one of the top-notch defense weapons, and that is true, but the saying also goes, the best offense is a great defense, and of course vice versa. The lance has always been a super sick weapon in the Monster Hunter series because you're just able to stick to monsters and counter guard every single thing that they do, and that's why I'm super excited to see some of the new animations with the lance stabs, especially even without the counter guards. Actually, we had the 1-2-3 combo, but it was more like 1-2, 1-2-3. Otherwise, I was also very, very happy to see some kind of like multiple damage ticking attack from the rushing shield bash in the focus mode. We're gonna have to see how that plays out. Does it do a ton of blunt damage for knockouts? If you're using an elemental or status ailment lance, will it apply a bunch of status ailment? Who knows? We're gonna have to see how that unfolds. But otherwise, yeah, I just thought that the lance was a super solid trailer. I am a bit surprised that we got lance so late in the weapon trailers. That means that we only have one guaranteed weapon left, which is the dual blades, which I'm super excited for. And I've always been a super huge fan of the dual blades in Monster Hunter, but we will save that for tomorrow night's video, guys and gals. So that's gonna wrap up today's lance video. And if you're watching this video on the day of its upload, we're actually hosting a Monster Hunter World open lobby live stream today. So if you want to stop by, you could stop by on YouTube or Twitch to say hi or to even play with me and all the other Terror Knights. But if you're done with Monster Hunter Worlds and want something more Monster Hunter Wilds oriented, we're gonna have a weapon trailer tier list where we're going to do live on stream the following day, the day of the Dual Blades upload release. So stay tuned for that one, you guys. I'm going to involve all of chat in the live stream on that one, and we're going to put together what we thought were the best weapon trailers. So please come by and argue for what weapon you thought was the coolest of these trailers. But as I said, we got one more video, guys and gals. So that's it for me tonight. I'm signing off. This has been Terroriza, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.